Hey everybody, my name is Michael, and this is FANDOMversity Talk Nerdy to Me. I apologize for our low production quality. We're still working on lighting and cameras and trying to figure everything out. We bought a shelf to put some of the decorations up. We have a plan to put a few more shelves up, so hopefully our quality increases over time as we learn. I know this video is a bit late, and I doubt we'll get a lot of interest of it because of how late it is, but I really wanted to talk about Marvel Phase 4 and 5. The first thing I wanted to mention about Phase 4 and 5 is what's missing. There was no mention of another Ant-Man and Wasp movie. As many of you remember, Ant-Man and the mythos behind the movies played a pivotal role in all the events that played out in Avengers Endgame. Ant-Man movies also tend to be a bit more humorous and fun, and Paul Rudd is just a gem on the camera, and I'm going to miss it. I hope that they eventually do announce Ant-Man and Wasp movie, but as of right now, there's nothing. I also noticed no Spider-Man announcement, and this is likely due to Sony owning the rights to Spider-Man. So we will probably see a Spider-Man announcement coming from Sony. In fact, I guarantee it. It just made over $1 billion at the global box office. And for a while, there was a rumor that there was going to be a Nova movie for Phase 4 and Phase 5, but no Nova for Phase 4 confirmed. And as of right now, there's no Nova for Phase 5. The last thing I want to question is Deadpool. There was no Deadpool announcements. I don't know if they're keeping Deadpool separate from the MCU. I kind of hope they do. I like MCU's suspension of belief. Deadpool breaking the fourth wall, just being over-the-top goofy, I think will ruin the tone of the MCU. I don't think he fits into the tone of the MCU, and I hope they keep them separately, but I do hope they announce another Deadpool movie. Now, not all of Phase 4 will be theatrical releases. In fact, over half of it will be Disney+. Disney Plus is Disney's new streaming service that will come out this fall. Also been announced that if you have an existing Hulu subscription, you can just add on your Disney Plus as an add-on package, which is pretty great. So, let's get into Phase 4, Marvel. May 1st, 2020. We will see the release of the Black Widow movie. This, of course, stars Scarlett Johansson in her role as Black Widow, and she'll be pitted up against the Taskmaster. This supposedly takes some time after Civil War, and I'm curious to see why she's not with the rest of the gang, Captain America and the Falcon, considering she's with them at the end of Civil War and at the beginning of Infinity War. In fall of 2020, we will see the release of the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. Not much is known about this, but Anthony Mackie has stated that the Falcon will be in some type of Captain America setup. The villain Zemo from Civil War has been confirmed, and supposedly the U.S. government is not wanting to accept Sam Wilson in his new role as Captain America. November 6, 2020 will welcome a new era and characters into the franchise, the Eternals. This has a strong cast. I'm not going to list everybody, but it's got Angelina Jolie and Selma Hayek and a whole bunch of other amazing people. The film will feature the introduction of the immortal race, the Eternals, who are sent to Earth to stop their evil counterparts, the Deviants. The film will reportedly span over a millennia, and it might even build up to present day. That's the current rumor. I wonder if we're going to see a baby Thanos, because he is actually a descendant of the Eternals. They did depower him for the MCU, so I'm wondering if they're going to keep that. February 12th, 2021, we will see a newcomer to the cinematic universe in the form of Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. The Ten Rings were the kidnappers of Tony Stark in 2008's Iron Man, and their logo was hidden in films like 2015's Ant-Man. After an imposter was dealt with in 2013's Iron Man 3, the true Mandarin will emerge in Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. This will be a theatrical release. Spring 2021 will present us with WandaVision. That will be on Disney Plus's streaming service. It's a 1950s setting. The series aims to be an adaptation of the acclaimed comic book series Vision by Tom King. It had a suburban life with Scarlet Witch and Vision, and it was teamed with darkness. This world is a world that Wanda, Scarlet Witch, has created. It will also feature Monica Rambeau, Maria Rambeau's child from Captain Marvel, as an adult. Comic fans are familiar with Monica eventually becoming the second Captain Marvel. Spring 2021 will welcome Loki to Disney Plus. I'm very excited to see how this pans out. It's supposedly the version of Loki from Endgame who took possession of the Space Stone and disappeared. Remember, this Loki hasn't had a redemption arc. He hasn't gone through everything after the Avengers, the first Avengers movie. Not the first Avenger, but the Avengers. So the last thing he did was get tossed around by the Hulk and defeated by the Avengers, and he's not redeemed, as I said. So it's going to be very interesting how they play that one out. And then in May 21st of the same year, 2021, is when Doctor Strange Into the Multiverse of Madness hits theaters. This is said to be one of the first true horror movies in the MCU. We'll see how that plays out. Of course, it's going to hints at the multiverse. The film will have direct ties to WandaVision, so be sure to check that out on Disney Plus. And there's a rumor that's stating that the old-style Nick Fury will be seen in the film. So we'll probably see a lot of different universes counterparts in this film. That'll be very interesting. Not much else is known about the plot. In the summer of 2021, Disney Plus is releasing the What If series. This will be animated, and it'll explore pivotal events in MCU history that had different outcomes. The first episode is supposedly to feature Peggy Carter getting the Super Soldier Serum instead of Steve Rogers. Let's see. And then in fall in 2021, we'll see the release of Hawkeye. That again is on Disney Plus. It is said that this will feature Hawkeye teaching a young archer named Kate Bishop to take over the mantle of Hawkeye. The last entry into the Phase 4 lineup is perhaps one of the biggest and has the most anticipation. November 5th, 2021. Thor, Love and Thunder. This will, of course, star Natalie Portman as Jane Foster as she takes over and possesses the power of Thor. The film will see the return of the same director as Thor Ragnarok. Probably going to butcher his name, and I apologize to him. Taika Waititi? I don't know. I should have learned that before this video, and I apologize I did not. Very talented man. Chris Hemsworth is said to return as Thor, but this takes place before Guardians 3, so we'll see how that plans out. And Tessa Thompson is returning as Valkyrie, the new ruler of Asgard, and supposedly she will be looking for her queen. Phase 5 has not been completely locked in stone. Kevin Feige says they know exactly what's going to happen, but the locked in stone, I mean, is we don't know. All we heard is that there will be a Blade movie starring Mahershala Ali from Luke Cage. He apparently called Kevin Feige directly and pitched the idea. It has also been confirmed there will be a Black Panther 2, Captain America 2, and Guardians 3. Again, no Ant-Man. I'm really bummed about that. I love the Ant-Man movies, so we'll see how that plays out. I'm sure there's going to be a lot more coming up on that slate, so we can't get too bummed yet. And they have also said there will be another Avengers movie that's probably in Phase 6 or at the end of 5 is my guess. Thank you for taking the time to watch this short video. Again, I'm Michael, and this is FANDOMversity. Check us out on Facebook at facebook.com/groups/FANDOMversityTNTM. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. We're going to come out with a lot better content. Our production value is going to increase, so go ahead and subscribe, and you can watch our journey as we grow as a channel. And go ahead and hit that bell icon to be notified of